Well, I guess we back. I remember kind of where I was. Something about Station Darcy is so fine. It's hard to remember what the fuck it was. Yes, at least the keys you find what too. You and me together or found Oh, my bad. No, that's my good. See, once in a while I do something that may be potentially good. I may not be good. I do potentially good things. Anyways, I realized that what I look like with a grill that has tall walls, personal blessing and approval, and in the name of God, Shaddai, you love me, so we don't get twisted. Yeah, you start blessing shit with other people's intent, and then you start getting convoluted, and new religions spring up seemingly overnight. It seems like in this raggedy bitch. Okay, so anyways, what I was getting into and alluding to was something about getting on board, not missing the train, and not being able to say later on that didn't we dance for you, didn't we sing for you, and hearing this sound from God, I didn't know you would be really shit. Get out of my sight, you wretched one. Like, that's not the thing you want to hear. You want to hear this? Well, I see you found the one I sent in hell and decided you wanted to go play in the fire and find witches and wifeys. So I told him he could go because he asked. So now I'm here, Stacy. Anyways, if you guys are already engaged and married, guess what? Blessings on yourselves, blessing on your husbands, blessing on you all. So motherfucking do a whole bunch of shit times a dozen. So get more wifeys, get them all under the same roof, get you a Lion King, go to Pride, and if it's me, guess what? Let's go get them now. But you know what? I figured that now is better than later. You know why? Because I don't know what later is until right now. I don't know what later is. So later is like, hi, I'm Tom. Okay? Every 10 seconds you're meeting somebody brand new. Hi, I'm Tom. They don't have any memory of you, do they? They're the future. They haven't met you yet. They're just meeting you for the first time. So what if you're able to walk into every situation as if you had already left there and they already knew you, like Norm, cheers. Or we have me, I go out home, I eat Shaddai in Pete Wexford's, hopefully soon, being paid for by somebody who can fucking pay $300 dinner bill like it's nothing, because it really is. And then I get to tell them how we get to eat for free forever. Yeah. So then I get to tell them the magic secret menu and woman by default, God for that default. Now, sub, slave, pet, fuck soy versus whore. It's the delineator, right? Yeah, so if you're on the level, right, that's above the level, no, that's collaterally in a completely different realm, slightly lower than children. Anyways, then you belong on the list that I'm talking about. Now, if you're a child, then guess what? World of Warcraft calls you, go save the world from Sylvanas, or secretly join Sylvanas and take over the world. Either way. Now, if you're an adult and you heard that, you too have the right and the requirement by me to play World of Warcraft a lot, naked, with something inside of you that vibrates when I call it. Now, you can imagine something that doing that has the ability to do what I want to do the way I want to do it, then guess what? You have a glimpse at the next bubble that I get to bring. And I usually bring them in like octuplets. My bubbles usually come in 8s. Yeah. So if you know anything about those God flowing 88s, you know what I'm saying, then a little bit what it's like to be like part of my family. So let's see, all hail, not plankton. Now that we cleared that up. Idolatry is bad. Stacy, Darcy, pay attention. Here's your guidelines, okay? The real shit. This is the shit that when somebody comes up to you and says they have God and that they want to talk to you because God's talking, and the first thing, maybe 6 things you think of after a straitjacket talking in your head is that you need to sell them your brand, that you know more than them, or you need to disqualify them and what they're about to tell you because you must know more than them, or somebody you know or you respect knows more than them about what they're about to say, and they couldn't possibly have the answer. Okay, once you dispel all that, then you get to where you can hear what I'm saying. Now, I got Toy Soldiers on, Eminem, epic as always, and chilling in my pocket so I can listen to it, give this little blurb, this little vlog, whatever you call it. I want to call it a vlickety. In the midst of a vicarious vicinity, yeah, persnickety person that's in the vicinity of wherever the fuck they're at, because I'm glad they're not here. I don't like persnickety or sea anemones, so I couldn't be Nemo's father either. Fortunately for me, I'm the wave. Yeah, the current that they rode on the turtles, I'm that guy. I'm just the current. So, it's kind of like what it's like to be a tiger in the zoo in San Francisco if you're Cat Williams. And hanging out with Crocodile Hunter because he just got resurrected or something. Yeah, that's what it's like probably. Now, if you can handle a future eventually being married to Aaliyah after we get back to the other side of it, I get her here, however it works out. And you like Skin Diamond and Holly Hendricks at all? Okay, Piper Perry, Bonnie Wright, or the other one, Riley Reid, the other one. Oh, the other one that seems to be the Ouija hub for us. Anyways, yeah, then you're in good company. And if you realize that either I'm not a shepherd or I'm not a gospel spreader, I'm allowed to marry as many wives as I want to. So anyways, yeah, well, as God says I can. I'm sure he's got a cutting stop-off point. But considering the fact that we deal in such large terms between us, as proportionality is bigger than most people's entire life's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine all the thoughts you've ever had in your entire life right before you die? All those thoughts, you put them all in the pin at the head of a fucking T-Mobile commercial. You can hear me now, because I'm about to drop. And it's not going to be controversial. It's not going to be mercurial. It's not going to be uncertain, partial. It's just going to be absolute, unequivocal, like it is now. It's not like absolutes. You know why? Because it puts these two giant, beautiful bars, one on either side of your domain, that mean that everything inside of that's going to turn out for the good. You know what that sounds like to me? No weapon forged against me shall prosper. There's a reason why mathematics explains the word and the word explains mathematics. There's a reason why I'm the hub and the one that can see through exactly what God wants me to see through so that I can be in that hour what he needs me to be or wants me to be or would just whimsically like me to be once or a whole bunch of times. For a reason, season for life, baby. So I married him. You get to marry me. We get to be flesh of his flesh, spirit of his spirit, soul of his soul if he wants us to be. And I get to show you what we can do when you combine flesh and soul. And God's power floods through your body like an overwhelming blanket of love and lust. The only thing it knows is gluttony, and you're its host. So if you can picture something like that, then you know what it's like in the first moments that I touch you. I just want to be able to think what Jim Carrey was saying to Jennifer Aniston through the door in the movie after he last saw the moon. I want to be able to think that and know that somebody's already playing with their leash and collar around their own neck and thinking about what it feels like when it's running between their legs and I'm the one pulling on it. Or you're standing there just modeling it for me, pulling on your own chain, trying to get the skin down like the rest of us. So anyways, live your fantasies. Hashtag God with us. Hashtag redemption of the fallen. Hashtag God's love is bigger than all of our greed put together. And we some greedy, thirsty ass motherfuckers sometimes. We don't have to be. Now, here's the thing. Greed's not bad. Greed's part of God. Pursuit of it, forsaking all else, if you mix it with self-righteousness, I believe, becomes uglier. And so that's why it says these things can lead to sin. They in and of themselves are not sin. So like I said, Stacey and Darcy, here's your list. Okay, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit false witness, bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not fuck thy neighbor's wife or husband, right? Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not worship another God. Thou shalt only worship God. Love God with all your heart, spirit, soul, your strength, your mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus said the two greatest commandments are these. Love God with all your heart, mind, body, strength, your spirit, your soul. Yes. Worship him and no other. Love him. Love your neighbor as yourself. You got flesh in my flesh, in my flesh, in my flesh. Up to 1,000 Solomon had. Okay? Love them as you would be loved by God, as they would love you. Oh, there's a nice symbiosis here. It works out well. Especially when you realize that the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Ishmael is also the God of all flesh. And that we're not here just for a show, so to speak. And we are here just for a show, so to speak. So, so to speak, you know queso. Queso sometimes it is Mexican cheese. So just know, like Latino women a lot. Smaller the better, to a point. So there's this ratio I have, this nice little formula I came up with. Basically it states. Yeah. Kids gloves. Alfredo, you good, brother, you good. Right now you better be. Alfredo, I got your back, brother. They ejected something as a rule violation or something. Or they picked on because they didn't like him. Hey, Cardello. Yeah, well, it's not hard to follow when you know what the right things are. Here's the thing. I feel like Biggie Smalls just did his thing that he's about to. If I had the acapella, it would sound something like this. If you know what sin is, then you realize what's coming. Because Judgment Day is not on the run, because we're the ones running. And we know that it's going to circle down the drain until it stops. And when it stops, it's going to get turned back upon itself, and it's going to be brought to Pop's attention. Father, I call him. Yes, he is the God of all flesh. He's the God of Gomorrah and Sodom. Yes, he's the God of us all. And he's been there before when we were destroyed. And he got so fed up, he had to get rid of us all. So yes, if you don't know, and yes, if you haven't been, and yes, if you haven't been there since at least before Job, then yes, I know how to get you in. Still up to God. He's still got to say. He's got the power to put you in the book of life, I would say. So salvation doesn't equal automatically a forever life with him. This means you don't have to burn. You don't have to die in sin. So that's the truth. If you don't know that, somebody lied to you. You're a man, you're not supposed to fuck another man as a woman and be under the same roof. Unless you wear out your welcome, unless your brother hates you for staying too long. There's guaranteed guidelines, and they all work together to become that which is our guidelines. And the removal of any one of them unravels multiple ones in your own mind, in your own life, not in reality. The reality. The whole thing is God. You can't take a piece away and expect to get the results that he promised until he mitigates it again to fulfill it, because he fulfills his promises. Making him work twice. She doesn't even have to do it, then he outsources it. Who has to pick up the brunt of his outsourcing? More than likely we do, along with the environment. If we don't, guess what? That's an awesome plan, an awesome God, and awesome everything, like I knew before I said that. So if I catch myself in some shit that's wrong, guess what I do? Correct it. Right? Because I get the question, hey, did I say that right? Hey, did I do that? Did I look at that properly? Did I deal with this person righteousness, or did I deal with it with personal gain and desire? Like, where's my motive? When's the last time you checked yours? 2 billion? Okay. Right now I got 0 at the moment on me, in my pocket, on my person that I know of. Okay. I believe I have access to vermilion or more. So when 999 trillion turns over, because that number turned upside down, and then we got rid of that upside down by zeroing it out, like we're supposed to. So here's the thing, vermilion's after that. This world alone owes me $1.5 million if I calculate it semi-correctly. So I'm counting the patents I have coming out of my pores. If the people around me had the infrastructure, insight, and resources, they would have harvested trillions by now. And you want to think I'm bullshitting? You can put me to the test, girl. Because guess what? He said, an adulterous and rebellious city generation seeks after a sign. Only sign they'll receive is sign of Jonah. So guess what? I've been Jonah in this life. Hashtag Birmingham Stanislaus County Jail. I was there. I wrote everybody from hell, telling them how wonderful things could be and what was coming because God was here. They treated me like I wasn't speaking their language or their brand. So they had to tell me why Pentecostals are here. I'm like, that's kind of pointless to even explain that to me. Because if you come to me with all your own answers, you come to me seeking something that you think you already have, as soon as you open your mouth, you leave with the same thing you showed up with. Then when you don't have your solution, you blame God for some stupid reason when you shouldn't. Praying that you don't blame God, that you blame lies. Blame doesn't even lie on Satan's doorstep. I don't know how many people want to keep giving him so much fucking power. He don't even want the responsibility, so you might want to leave him alone. You know, so the thing is, shit, man, the world is designed. I don't know if anybody saw it in Inception, right? Okay, when you start fucking with shit out of status quo realm too long or too aggressively, guess what happens? That shit collapse on your head because it tries to reject that which is not part of the core that's happy, sweet, warm, and squishy, just sitting there in its own diaper, right? Never change, don't have to change, this shit just stays nice, perfect, like an incubator. Just go back into the womb, just chill with the happy middle ground, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. Yeah, I like the way I explain it, so whatever. If you're sexy and you know it, come find me, and I'll prove to you why I'm clout. I'll prove to you why clout will never be a god that you will say thank you or worship again ever in your life, because I don't allow that on my watch. And even when I'm gone, I'll make sure there's things in the system that God hasn't already placed there, hopefully, so I can surprise you as if that's even a possibility. I don't think it is, but guess what? If there's a way, I'm going to fucking figure it out. So, don't condemn people for things that are not sin. Don't condemn people at all because it's not your job. If you're judging them, it leads to condemnation, usually. Now, calling an apple is probably judgment of some kind. It's still calling an apple an apple. Most kids don't spend time trying to categorize it. They just play with it if it's shiny and it gives them good feelings. All right, and if it promises to be there longer than now, they want to keep it. You know why? Because it might be there later if they keep it. If I teach them that it'll be there later whether they keep it or not, we don't have hoarders anymore. We don't have people putting value on sentimental things rather than God. Just got to point that out. You know, see, so like I said, if you tear apart the foundation, which can't be done, figuratively, if you take the one stone, the Peter stone, right, and you go and you build your church on Peter, what the heck you get? Pretty good synagogue. I'm just saying. What you don't get is forgiveness, love, compassion, righteousness, justice. Get everything else, those. Or you take out the stone that represents the cornerstone, right? Now you get a different configuration, lacking other things. You know what I'm saying? And you think that, and then you condemn everybody that has the things that you're lacking because it's not your brand. Okay? It's stupid. Look, we already know that we didn't have to create a Jesus religion. We didn't have to create Christianity. What we had to do was minimize the Catholic Church's religio-spiritual influence on the world and increase their secular influence on the world, was what we were supposed to do, and completely not create a new religion. We're supposed to have two places for people to go, other than green pastures and as a child, and that was mosque and synagogue. That was what we were supposed to have. Okay, we got a place for the Ishmaelites, we got a place for the Israelites, right? We got a place for both sects of Egyptians. Go figure, right? Okay, so if you're Arab, Palestinian, if you're Israeli, Jew, okay, or any combination thereof, you are Egyptian. Unless you guarantee that your family bloodline came from Far East Asia or Cherokee Indian blood, basically. If you came from South Africa, Nigeria, and or you have somebody named Zambuki in your family, okay, you probably don't fit this card. This card, however, fits everybody else. So, with the exception of Nephilim, and anybody that was in the firmament and or heaven, hell, or Hades during the cleansing of the sanctuary right before Moses set sail. So, anyways, yeah, I know it wasn't a cleansing of the saint. It was? Okay, well, that makes sense then. So, as I go along explaining stuff to you, I will explain more stuff to myself. It looks like God's just like, hopefully I'm his autopilot, so he ain't got to do shit that he don't want to. He just turned me on and let me loose, and he know it's going to go the way he's supposed to. That's kind of like my goal, I think. And if that's not the goal, then guess what? Wifey number 37, wifey number 68 and a quarter, wifey number 68 and 3/4, and wifey number never be 69 ever, because guess what? I don't fuck with dudes. Oh, and he's not a dude. I know he's a man, so you know he is. So don't get it twisted. He's a man. Yeah, he's not a god. He's a man. Yeah, he knows it. Guess what he needs to know? The rainbow is mine. Next time you want to go and fucking rainbow your hair, just know that I need my fucking Paul Wall girl that looks like a rainbow nowinator fucking abalone shell or some shit. Pearlescent and fucking finish or something. Make my fucking smile just bling, and I'll just go scrub the shit out of my mouth for like 2 days or 2 hours or some fucking good shit. That way I know when I go fuck with my girls that my shit's gleaming and smelling proper. And I'll have me a grill that'll make me fucking top notch. Yeah, I'd rather be the top notch on God's belt than the bottom notch on no belt. I'll tell you that much. So anyways, and if top notch makes me bottom bitch, guess what, bitches? I get to be king bee too. How about them fucking scrapples? Anyways, yeah, so all that means is that when I get in front of Bullwinkle and I remind her who Rocky is, then we can both say El Shaddai together and have a prayer service. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we personally have to go exercise Katy Perry, me and Nicki Minaj. It's like kind of our job. Yeah, we need to go exercise Hollywood. I only exercise women, so either you send a woman that's marryable that I can send back with instructions, or you have to get somebody else to do it, and I'm the one. So, isn't that a good requirement? The only exception to that is if you can't afford said thing, and you are indigent like a motherfucker, and a disadvantaged minority of some kind, including an ex-felon, then you got my ear. So, something like that. So, anyways, Cordella's calling. Cordella, I gotta go. So, bye.